Hello students, very good morning. Welcome to my channel Prep AG Chemistry. In this video session we are going to discuss the Graham's law of diffusion. यहाँ पे हम लोग बात करेंगे डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन की. So first learn about the diffusion. What is diffusion? Okay, actually it is the process of intermixing of gases. Simply diffusion is defined as the flow of material from its higher concentration to the lower concentration. But here in gaseous state, the diffusion is actually defined as when the two or more gases are allowed to mix in a container. Due to their random motion, the gases molecule intermix, and the intermixing of these gases is known as what? Diffusion. That means here in a container the gas A and the gas B are kept and they start mixing with each other. This process is called what? Diffusion. Here you have to remember that the external pressure is constant during the whole process. Okay? But the effusion, it is the special case when the gas is allowed to pass through a pinhole. This process is known as what? The effusion. Okay? Here you have to remember that the gas moves from its higher pressure to the lower pressure. That means from its higher concentration to the lower concentration. Okay, you have to always remember here the pressure is not constant. तो इस तरह से ये हमारे दो टर्म हो जाते हैं, डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन. ओके, तो डिफ्यूजन एक्चुअली क्या है? ये इंटरमिक्सिंग ऑफ गैसेस है. फॉर एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. अगर मान लो आप परफ्यूम या स्प्रे यूज कर रहे हो और यहाँ पे स्प्रे यूज कर रहे हो, तो फिर क्या होगा? वो एक डिस्टेंस प्लेस पे भी आपको क्या होगा? स्मेल होगा. उसका जो ब्यूटीफुल स्मेल है वो आपको फील होगा एक डिस्टेंट प्लेस पे. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि यहाँ पे आपने जो परफ्यूम को इजेक्ट किया था, उसको यहाँ पे रखा था, वो धीरे धीरे क्या हो गया? इस एटमॉस्फेयर में यानी कि इस गैसेस में इंटरमिक्स हो गया और इस तरह से ये ट्रेवल करके एक डिस्टेंस पे जाकर के भी आपको स्मेल हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये जो है इट इज द प्रोसेस ड्यू टू द डिफ्यूजन. ओके, बट द इफ्यूजन इट इज द स्पेशल केस. हियर वी just use a pinhole, a passage through which a gas start escape out from the container is called what? Effusion. तो यहाँ पे ये एक बेसिक डिफरेंस है डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन में. ओके, बट ग्राहम्स ने जो लॉ दिया था वो एक्चुअली रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और रेट ऑफ इफ्यूजन होता है. फर्स्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन. ओके, और इफ्यूजन रेट. एक्चुअली रेट सिंपली वी कॉल इट speed. It is actually measured the change per unit time. Either it is volume, or it is number of moles, or it is the pressure of the gas, or the distance traveled by the gas in per unit time. This all terms defined as the rate of diffusion or effusion. Okay. Here you may consider it as the volume of the gas effused per unit time is called what? Rate. If you consider the length, that means the speed of the gas, it is also known as what? The rate. That means the distance traveled by the gas in unit time is also defined as the rate of the gas, rate of the effusion or diffusion. Okay. Next, if we measure it in terms of number of moles, that is the number of moles of the gas effuses per unit time is also known as rate of diffusion. Okay. Next, in terms of change in pressure, the change in pressure per unit time is also defined as what? The rate of effusion or diffusion. Okay, तो चलो यहां तक नोट करो, फिर हम लोग इन एक एक टर्म्स को लर्न करते हैं और फिर देखते हैं कि आखिर ये लॉ क्या था ग्राहम्स लॉ का. ठीक है, चलो नोट करो. Now the next, rate of diffusion or effusion. Okay, a rate of diffusion or effusion. Actually, it is defined as what? The rate of diffusion or effusion. The rate of diffusion or effusion or effusion is defined as okay, the first one, if we consider the volume of the gas, at that condition volume of the gas effused or diffused per unit time. That means here V the volume of the gas, and the time t of the gas is defined as what? The rate of the diffusion, okay, or effusion. Next, if we consider the number of moles, that means the number of moles diffused or effused per unit time. That means in terms of number of moles, the rate is defined as rate equals to what? The number of moles per unit time. Likewise, for change in pressure, the rate is defined as change in pressure per unit time. In terms of length, per unit time, that is rate equals to what? The distance traveled by the gas per unit time. These are the rate of diffusion or effusion. That means in terms of volume, it is volume diffused per unit time, it is number of moles diffused or effused per unit time, it is change in pressure per unit time, and in terms of the length per unit time, it is the rate, or simply we can say that the speed of the gas. Okay, अब इनके बेसिस पे हम लोग देखेंगे ग्राहम्स लॉ ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन. ठीक है, इनको नोट करो तो फिर हम लोग देखते हैं. नाउ द ग्राहम्स लॉ इज व्हाट? ग्राहम्स लॉ of rate of diffusion or effusion or effusion. तो देखो इसका स्टेटमेंट क्या होता है? एट कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर द रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन ऑफ गैस इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ द डेंसिटी ऑफ द गैस. Okay, here the condition is that temperature and pressure are kept constant. At that condition, the rate of diffusion or effusion of the gas is inversely proportional to the square root of the density. Okay, so the statement of the Graham's law of rate of diffusion or effusion is as at constant temperature and pressure, the rate of diffusion or effusion is directly proportional to, is inversely proportional to the square root of the density of the gas. So if we have the rate of diffusion of the gas is R and the density of the gas is D, then they are related as the R rate of diffusion is 1 upon the D. If we have two gases having the rate of diffusion R1 and R2, with their densities d1 and d2, the rate of their diffusion r1 upon r2 is equals to d2 upon d1. This is the, so for two gases the rate of diffusion are r1 and r2, corresponding their densities are d1 and d2. The ratio of the rates r1 upon r2 is equals to the inverse of the square root of their densities. Okay, तो यहां से ये रिलेशन आ जाता है और ये ठीक इनवर्स रिलेशन होता है. ठीक है, अब थोड़ा सा आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन से याद करो. आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन हमें क्या दिया था? मिला था Pm इक्वल्स टू DRT. ओके, इफ वी हैव the constant pressure and constant temperature, then this relation is as the density of the gas is directly proportional to the molar mass of the gas. Okay, so in place of their densities, if we uses their molar masses, that is d2 upon d1 is equals to m2 upon m1. Now put this value of d2 upon d1 here in the above equation. We have r1 upon r2 equals to m2 upon m1. That means we also conclude that at the constant temperature and pressure, the rate of diffusion of the gas is inversely proportional to the square root of their molar masses. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ये भी रिलेशन हो गया कि अगर हम लोग क्या करें कि कांस्टेंट प्रेशर और टेम्परेचर पे मेजर करें तो गैस का जो रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन है वो उनके मोलर मासेस के इनवर्सली रिलेटेड होगा, उनके मोलर मासेस के स्क्वायर रूट के इनवर्सली रिलेटेड होगा. तो इस तरह से हमें ये रिलेशन भी मिल रहा है. ये क्या दे रहा है? दी रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन of the gas is inversely proportional to the square root of the molar mass of the gas at constant temperature and pressure. That means at the similar condition of temperature and pressure, their rate of diffusion or effusion of the gas is inversely related to the square root of the molar mass of the gas also. That means if a gas having lower molar mass has very high rate of diffusion, and if a gas having very high molar mass has very low rate of diffusion or effusion, that means they are inversely related. So according to their molar masses, if molar masses is lower, then it has very high rate of diffusion. If the molar masses is higher, then it has very lower rate of diffusion or effusion. Okay, तो ये हमारा एक डायरेक्ट रिलेशन आ जा रहा है कि गैस का डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन कैसे होगा. तो अब यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग थोड़ा सा कंसिडर करें H2 and O2. H2 has molar mass 2 gram and O2 has 32 gram. If we consider their rate of diffusion, so according to this rule, lower the molar mass, higher will be rate of diffusion. So accordingly, the hydrogen has very high rate of diffusion or effusion. तो यहां से हम लोग मोलर मास से भी कंपेयर करें तो ऑक्सीजन का मोलर मास लोअर है और हाइड्रोजन का मोलर मास हायर है. तो इस कंपैरिजन में हाइड्रोजन का जो रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन होगा वो वेरी हाई रेट से होगा. ठीक है, अब हम लोग रिलेशन देखेंगे वॉल्यूम का गैस के रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन से, एंड ऑल्सो रिलेशन देखेंगे हम लोग डिस्टेंस स्ट्रगल से. इन पे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. ठीक है, चलो इनको नोट करो तो फिर हम लोग इनको डिस्कस करते हैं. Okay, now the next, the relation between volume and the molar mass of the diffused gas. Okay, so here let us consider the rate R1, rather RA, the rate of diffusion or effusion of gas A having molar mass Ma. If the Va volume of the gas diffused or effused in time Ta, then we have relation the rate Ra equals to the diffused volume Va upon per unit time from the definition of the rate of the diffusion or effusion. Okay, so it is related with Va, the amount of volume, upon Ta, the time, proportional to the square root of the molar mass of the gas. Similarly, for the another gas, that means for gas B, if Rb the rate of diffusion, dB the density of the gas, and Mb the molar mass of the gas B, at that condition, if Bb the volume of the gas diffused or effused in time Ta, so we can write Vb upon Tb proportional to 1 upon the square root of the molar mass of the B. This is our equation 1 and this is equation 2. At that condition, taking the ratio of these two, we get Va upon Ta divided by Vb upon Tb equals to the square root of the 1 upon Ma upon the square root of 1 upon Mb. So by solving this equation, we get Va upon Vb into Tb upon Ta equals to the square root of Mb upon Ma. And so we conclude that if the time taken for the two gases Ta equals to Tb, that means they take the equal interval of time, at that condition we have Va upon Vb, that is the diffused volume of gas A upon the diffused volume of the gas B, equals to the inverse of the square root of the molar masses of the two gases. And this is our very important relation, and here we conclude that if a gas has a smaller molar mass, that is lower molar mass, at that condition the volume diffused of the gas is higher. That means these two are related as the diffused volume is inversely proportional to the square root of the molar mass. That means lower the molar mass, higher will be the diffused amount of the volume. If the molar mass is higher, at that condition the volume will be lower. So these are the relation between their volumes. ठीक है, तो चलो यहां तक नोट करो. ये एक्चुअली इस पे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं और बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. ठीक है, चलो इसको नोट करो. तो अब हम लोग लेंथ रिलेशन देखेंगे. ठीक है, चलो यहां तक नोट करो. Now the next relation between a relation between the distance traveled by the gas and its molar mass. Here you have to remember the temperature and pressure remains constant. Okay, so consider for gas A, the molar mass of the gas is Na, the rate is Ra. At that condition, if the La distance traveled by the gas in time Ta, then the rate of the gas is equals to what? The distance traveled upon the time taken. Okay, so from the Gram's law of rate of diffusion, the rate, that is La upon Ta, is inversely related to the molar mass of the square root of the molar mass of the gas A. Okay, so similarly for the another gas B, the rate is Rb, the distance traveled is Lb, and time taken is Tb. At that condition, the rate Lb upon Tb inversely related to the square root of the molar mass of the gas B. So consider here it is the third equation and here it is the fourth equation. So on the taking the ratio of these two, we will get La upon Lb into Tb upon Ta equals to the inverse of their molar masses, that is Mb upon Ma. So for the same condition, if the time Ta equals to Tb, that means in a given interval of time, the distance traveled by these two gases is related as La upon Lb equals to the square root of the molar mass of the gas B upon the molar mass of the gas A. This is our relation. So from this relation we can conclude that the distance traveled by the gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its molar mass. तो यहाँ हम लोग देखें तो ये डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल भी है इसके मोलर मास के इनवर्सली रिलेटेड है, और इस तरह से हम लोग कंक्लूड कर सकते हैं कि अगर गैस का मोलर मास हायर है तो डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल क्या होगा? डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल लोअर होगा। अगर गैस की मोलर मास लोअर है तो डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल क्या होगा? हायर होगा। यानी ये एक दूसरे से इनवर्सली रिलेटेड है। अब देखो इस पे एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन आता है, उस क्वेश्चन को देखो कैसे सॉल्व किया जाता है। ठीक है, देखो यहां पे क्या करता है, देता है देयर इज अ ट्यूब ऑफ अ गिवन लेंथ, हियर वी हैव अ ट्यूब ऑफ गिवन लेंथ। हम लोग मान ले रहे हैं, वी कंसिडर इट इज 1 मीटर, इट इज 1 मीटर लॉन्ग। ओके, अब यहां से देखो फ्रॉम दिस एंड वी आर सेंडिंग अ गैस HCl, and from the other end we are sending another gas, ammonia NH3. Now we have to find the point of the mixing of the two gases from any end. If you consider this is end A and this is end B, then consider here the two gases mixed together. So from this end it is x distance, and from this end the total distance is what? 1 minus x meter. So according to the given equation, given question, we can directly put the value of this. तो तो इस तरह से अब हम लोग इस इक्वेशन का यूज करके इसको डायरेक्टली क्या कर सकते हैं, सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। देखो रिलेशन क्या आएगा, इट इज द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल बाय द HCl x अपॉन द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल बाय द अनदर गैस NH3 माइनस x इक्वल्स टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ द मोलर मास ऑफ व्हाट, ammonia NH3 upon the molar mass of the gas HCl. So here the molar mass of the HCl is 36.5 gram and the molar mass of the ammonia is 17 gram. So we can put the value of these two gases and we can find easily the value of x. तो इस तरह से हम लोग इन दोनों के वैल्यू रखेंगे और x का वैल्यू आसानी से फाइंड कर लेंगे। तो जिस एंड से भी आपको ये क्वेश्चन आएगा आप उसको आसानी से क्या कर सकते हो, सॉल्व कर सकते हो। ठीक है, चलो यहां तक नोट करो। अब हम लोग देखेंगे कि अगर हमारा प्रेशर वेरिएबल हो, अगर हमारा टेम्परेचर वेरिएबल हो, या फिर जो इफ्यूजन हो रहा है तो वहां पे होल का क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया दिया हुआ है, तो फिर ये रिलेशन कैसे होते हैं और इस पे कैसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। ठीक है, तो चलो यहां तक नोट करो, तो फिर हम लोग ये रिलेशन कंक्लूड करते हैं, फाइंड करते हैं। नाउ द नेक्स्ट, the relation between pressure and a rate of diffusion or effusion. So here it is relation between the pressure. Okay, according to the Graham's law, the rate of effusion is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas and inversely proportional to molar mass square root of molar mass of the gas at constant temperature. तो यहाँ पूरे प्रोसेस में क्या है, टेम्परेचर जो है कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर. In the whole process the temperature is kept constant, so the rate of diffusion is directly proportional to pressure and inversely proportional to the square root of the molar mass. So here we can say that R proportional to P upon square root of M. For the two gases, gas A and B, the rate of diffusion RA, rate of diffusion RB, pressure, partial pressure of A, partial pressure B, and the molar mass MA and the molar mass MB, then these two are related as the rate of diffusion of first gas upon the rate of effusion of the second gas equals to PA upon PB into square root of the molar mass of the second gas upon the molar mass of the first gas. तो ये हो जाता है इनके बीच रिलेशन. ओके, अब देखो यहाँ पे अगर रेट ऑफ इफ्यूजन जो है वो हम लोग इनके होल के अकॉर्डिंग, यानी कि जो हमारा इफ्यूजन का होल है उस पिन होल का जो एरिया है अगर हम लोग उसके अकॉर्डिंग कंसिडर करें तो फिर देखो यहाँ पे ये रिलेशन कैसा होता है. द रेट ऑफ इफ्यूजन ऑफ द गैस is directly proportional to the cross sectional area of the pinhole. Okay, so according to this we can conclude that the rate of diffusion Ra upon Rb equals to the cross sectional area for the first A upon cross sectional area for the B into the molar mass of the B upon the molar mass of the A. So these are a relation between these all conditions. Okay, चलो यहाँ तक नोट करो। तो फिर हम लोग आगे डिस्कशन करते हैं टेम्परेचर से रिलेशन। ओके, now the next, the effect of temperature on the rate of diffusion or diffusion. Okay, so according to Graham's law of rate of diffusion, at constant pressure the rate of diffusion of the gases kept at different temperature are related as the rate Ra upon Rb equals to the temperature of first gas upon the temperature of second gas into the molar mass of the second gas upon the molar mass of the first gas. So this is the relation. Okay, so तो हमारे पास ये सारे रिलेशन मिले जो हमारे लिए बहुत ही यूजफुल है। देखो मैं उनको समराइज कर रहा हूँ। फर्स्ट रिलेशन था rate of the first gas upon the rate of the second gas related to the density of the first gas upon the density of the second gas upon the density of the first gas, and is equal to the molar mass of the second gas upon the molar mass of the first gas. Okay, for the volume Va upon the Vb into Tb upon Ta equals to the molar mass of the second gas upon molar mass of the first gas. If the time is same, that is Ta equals to Tb equals to T, at that condition this is the volume of the gas A, the diffused volume of the gas A upon the diffused volume of the gas B equals to the square root of their inverse of the molar masses. Similarly, for the distance traveled by the gas A upon the gas B into time taken by gas B upon the time taken by gas A equals to the inverse of their molar masses MB upon MA. अगर यहाँ हम लोग टाइम भी इक्वल ले ले, यानी कि इक्वल टाइम में जो डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल होगा वो देखो कैसे रिलेटेड होगा। इट इज रिलेटेड एज the distance traveled by gas A upon the distance traveled by the gas B is equal to the inverse of their molar masses. तो ये भी हमारा एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रिलेशन हो गया। जब टाइम इक्वल है तो प्रेशर के लिए रिलेशन देखो क्या था, RA अपॉन RB दैट इज रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन और इफ्यूजन ऑफ गैस A अपॉन गैस B, प्रेशर PA अपॉन PB into square root of molar mass of the second upon the molar mass of the first. तो ये सारे रिलेशंस हैं, फर्स्ट सेकेंड कह दो, ये थर्ड है, ये तुम्हारा फोर्थ है, ये तुम्हारा फिफ्थ रिलेशन है, ये सिक्स्थ रिलेशन है और फाइनली इसको सेवेंथ रिलेशन कह दो। तो इस तरह से ये जितने भी फॉर्मूला हम लोग यूज किए हैं इन पे न्यूमेरिकल्स सीखे जाते हैं, तो इनको हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे इन पे न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस को। ठीक है, इस वीडियो सेशन में इतना ही। थैंक यू।